What's up, everybody? Hey, we're here at Cabo Dogs. I'm actually here with the owners here. This is Heather. So Heather, I know this is a great place. I love this place. You know, just for coming in here, it's a great venue. Do you guys have any specials when y'all come here or when we do our shows?
Yeah, every day we have different specials, drink specials, food specials, from like ahi tuna tacos to fried fish, $5 fireball shots. We have Bomb Tuesdays where all bombs are $5. And
Sweet.
Karaoke on Thursdays and Saturdays, which is always fun.
That's good.
I'm super excited to get comedy in here. All the customers have been super stoked about it.
Yeah, and you seem like you have a great staff. Very friendly, very happy, and working hard. So I'm excited for tonight. This is our first show to do comedy with here at Cabo Dogs, and I'm going to be doing a once a month comedy show here where I'll bring more mics in. So we are very excited about it, and I think that's it, Heather.
Go talk to the staff, see what they have to say. I know they're super stoked too.
Cool, man. All right, well, appreciate it. We'll see y'all later.
Thanks, Matt.
Hey guys, it's Matt Hoffman here again. We're here at Cabo Dogs, and I have Danielle, one of the great bartenders here. So, hey, Danielle.
Hey, how are y'all?
So we're at the bar here, and we're doing a comedy night tonight. This is our first comedy night.
So excited. We're super pumped about it.
Yeah, so they're
super
excited.
Pumped.
Makes me excited. Now I'm all nervous because they're all like, yeah, you're going to do
high expectations for sure.
So,
no, he'll do great. We think he's going to be great. We think it's going to be a great show, a great night. If you don't have any plans, even if you do, cancel them. Come on out to Cabo Dogs. We got some great handcrafted margaritas, our Cabo Sunset, which is amazing. Just come on out, have some fun. Grab some drinks with $5 fireball tonight.
Yeah.
Some good laughs for sure.
So, and by that also too is I'm going to be doing the show once a month, and I'm excited to be here. And one more thing too, guys, this is going to be epic. I can't wait to show you the video of my show tonight. So y'all stay good. Remember, this is a badass place, great food, great drink. So we'll see you on the other side. All right. What's up, everybody? How are y'all? Am I too loud or? Yeah, always loud. Hey, so real quick. So you know Brian, right? Well, I'm sure you do now. So I asked Brian to be my host specifically for this show because, in all real, he was at all my shows. And when I was very first interested in being a comedian or doing stand-up, I was like, bro, no. I don't like standing up. I like to sit down. There's no way I'm going to be a stand-up comedian. So I told Brian, I said, hey, look, man, they're having an open mic at Terrence's place. And I was like, hey, you want to just go up there, meet me up there? Let's just observe. Just see how it goes, check it out. We'll leave, that's it. So I picked up my oldest daughter, and Brian met me up there. So we go there, I start talking to Terrence, and he's like, oh yeah, this is what we do, this is what we do. And then Brian's like, well, what do you got to lose? I mean, they're not going to laugh at you, right? I was like, I don't know. And I barely had my material down. I had some material, and Brian's push was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do it. So I signed up, he had a couple spots left, thank goodness, and I went up there, killed it. I mean, that's what they told me. I made that laugh, or made them laugh, and I fell in love with it. So I enjoy this, I enjoy what happened, and I know me and Brian go back from the fire department. We used to firefight in Stafford, and when I first met him, there was none of that hair. I thought he was bald, and he had this thick old, what was it, your mustache, or handlebar mustache. And I was like, man, this is a cool look, man, I can't pull that off. And then I see him like, what, a couple years finally, we finally connected. And I was like, who is this? Is Harry the Hendersons over here? So, anyway, hey, but all joking aside, seriously, Brian, I told you personally, I told you in a text, phone, thank you. But with everybody here, I do have my friends and family, and I want y'all to hear me say, and give a round of applause for Brian Almendas for helping me out. He's one of those friends I'll always be there for you, but he's a fucking asshole. I guess it's like all the rest of my friends, I know how to pick them. So, man, I'm pretty close to you. I'm talking about the teabag you. But, drink second. So, I know I'm pretty random. As most of y'all know, I'm pretty random in my life. And just in general, just kind of like this weather we've had. I know today was beautiful. Yesterday was beautiful. But I know these past couple months, it's like the weather's having identity issues. I'm like, what is wrong with you? And like, you people in the north, you need to control your northern weather because they forgot to take their crazy pills and it runs down Texas sometimes. But, and even with the weather, it's kind of like it's playing hopscotch with the seasons. You know, like winter, fall, summer, spring, winter. Hey, there's spring. I don't know if I even did hopscotch. I maybe did a crip walk. Or a cripple walk. Maybe a cripple walk. I don't know. Kind of reminded me of that Super Bowl halftime show. Did y'all see that? Yeah. You know, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, yeah, D.O.Double-G. Can't rap. That's okay. Thanks for laughing at that one. I wrote that before I got here, so. Anyways, so as y'all know, it's No Kids Tonight, or Little Humans Tonight. So if you have kids, it's okay to, if I ask you if you have kids, you can say you have kids. Anybody got young kids? Okay, get involved, man. I feel like that. Yeah. You got kids. I know you got kids, bro. Alcia, most of y'all here, I know you got little kids. So it's a break from them. So you're welcome. I mean, so and y'all that created, you guys that created Little Humans, I know it's tough. I have some kids too, but are any of your kids just like you? Yes. Yeah? Are you got your kids just like you? Yeah. Oh, me? Okay. Yeah, you don't like you, do you? Yeah. You don't like you either, do you? So I got two kids. I got a 4 and a 14. Yeah, basically started over. I know. Shit, don't I do that? So my oldest, God bless her, she is just like me, but she's more like the prettier version, but more attitude.
No soul patch yet.
Yeah. Not yet. So, like I said, she's just like me, and I really don't like me. Maybe that's why I'm divorced. No, I'm just kidding. No, I am divorced. That's true. It's true. It's okay. You guys like, damn, you don't like your wife. I was like, no, I know. That's why we're not together. So, I had my kids this past weekend, both of them, and I really wanted to invest in getting like shoulder pads, when I have them, because their love, it hurts. I mean, it physically hurts. Like my daughter will come in and she's like, oh, Dad. I'm like, oh, kind of like trying to give me a hug, and then she'll hit me with like a headbutt. Man, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden she hit me with a shoulder roll. Oh my God, what is this girl? And she's like, love you. And then my youngest, she just runs around like all hell broke loose. I mean, she goes around slapping us, spanking us, jumping on us, kicking us, and she's this high. Y'all see that? So if I'm facing the wrong way, hey, wham! I'm down for a minute, man down. That happens at least twice a day. So good thing I only have them like 3 times every 2 weeks. So. Get it together. Come on. Yeah. So, and my kids, I don't know about your kids, but my kids do not have the ability to wake up an adult quietly. One, my daughter, she's like this close to your face, and she's like Darth Vader, just, Daddy, I want cereal. And in my first instance, I'm like, no! Because it's too freaking early in the morning. 2, the other way they wake me up, it's freaking WrestleMania. Let's get ready to rumble! Did I break the mic? halftime. Hey, Crystal, for real. I mean, Heather, for real. We're fuck it. All right, so where was I at?
What'd you do?
I fucked up shit. Story of my life. Hey, you just want to play?
Try it now.
Shit happens. That should be my shirt.
Hey, the show must go on.
Hey, what was that? What was my last? What did I say last? My shit happens. Before that one.
It's ready to rumble.
Oh yeah, let's get ready to rumble. So my kids, hang on. So my kids will basically come in there and just, they quietly sneak up on you and just straight up jump on you, elbow to the back, knee to the head. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I'm like, Jesus, DVP up in here, man. So, but I love my kids. And I had a buddy of mine, we went out somewhere and I try to do things for my kids. I try as best I can. But my buddy was like, hey man, are your kids spoiled? I was like, nah man, I thought all kids smell like that. So, anyways, I love them. And I even took my daughter somewhere. We were going somewhere, and I was looking for some store for her. And I ended up we're getting closer, and I ended up finding myself literally turning down the radio to see better. I was like, what's going on? And she's like, Dad, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, we're listening to music. You're looking for that. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. This is a first for me. I guess it's like I'm getting older. Oh, it's on? Yeah.
No, just the bass.
Damn, no booze.
It's all about the bass.
You know that. No trouble. Wanna break it again?
No. Still no.
Hello.
That's good. Oh, wait, what's going?
It's just bass.
Sounds like your voice is on alien.
Yeah, it's a little
Sound like Barry White.
yeah, very white to very white.
Hello, test. Hey, y'all hear me well talking like that? We got it. All right. Hey, if y'all kind of keep it down talking, maybe I can.
Don't laugh. Say it, everybody. Don't laugh. Always breaking shit.
What'd I say again? What was I saying last? Right, in the morning, yeah. Oh yeah, spoil my kids. Yeah, they smell like that. It stinks. But, just like I said, I was going somewhere. I turned on the radio to see better, and I was like, you know what? Maybe this is a sign of getting older. Maybe it is. I don't know. I heard it happen to people, and I was like, well, I guess I'm finally at that stage. Maybe that stuff's happening to me. And one other thing I was getting older, sign I was getting older was I had a birthday in the last year. And I got up like any other day. I was like, woohoo! Not really, but I was more like, fuck. And but I knew it was my birthday. And I was like, okay, crazy, my birthday. I'm, how old am I? I'm 37. No, he's 38. No. 37, no, 36. God damn, you know what you're talking about? No, I don't. So I was literally talking to myself, and then I answered to myself, and then we both forgot what the heck we're talking about. So I talked to myself, answered myself, argued with myself, forgot what I was saying. I was like, okay, oh yeah, that's right. I'm trying to calculate how old I am. I was like, all right, so I literally calculated. I was like, all right, 84 minus 21. Divided by the 3, carry the 9er. Oh yeah, I'm 37. Yeah, I'm 37. So I still wasn't sure. So I called my mom. I was like, hey mom. She's like, hey dear, oh happy birthday, how are you? Yeah, enough of that. So I'm 37. It just really happened. And I was like, yeah, I'm 37, right mom? And she goes, well, as far as I know. I kind of paused and I was like, Mom, is that you? You're Cynthia. She's like, yes, honey, it's me. I was like, okay, so am I another age or something? She's like, oh my God. She's like, oh yes, dear, you are 37. God help us. Please help him. She's been telling me that since I was a kid. So, thanks, Mom. Love you. So, Love you, Mom. That's great. All right, so I did all that. Another time I was getting older. I sneezed. You ever sneeze and feel like you just pop half your back? I did. So I'm waiting for another good sneeze to pop the rest of my back. So, and then also one thing I did the other day too, I had a cramp. Sure you had a cramp, guys? Yeah. What? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So I had a cramp in my leg, and then that got done. Then I had another cramp in my thigh. Then I moved up to my side, moved up to my shoulder. I was like, oh my God, this is it. I'm gonna go out. I started doing my Hail Marys, Lord, and then I cramped. I was like, fuck. I really thought that was it. I'm like, God, you need to chill the fuck out. So, and then I had somebody, someone's birthday, and I was like, hey, happy birthday. I was like, you old woman, And she's like, you're older than me. I was like, damn. I was like, you know what? I'm 25 plus shipping and handling. Okay? I'm got to that age too. All right. So, I'm not very good at advice. Some of y'all know that. I mean, we probably end up drunk at Cabo Dogs, me handing you a beer and tell you how much life sucks. Yeah. And life isn't fair. That's why they make condoms in different sizes. I keep laughing at my own shit.
Don't invite your sister next time.
Yeah. Is that you? Is it you? Shut up. You got 2 kids. I know life wasn't fair to him. But hey, I do have some good advice. You can take it how it is. I heard a couple of these things, but I just want to share it with you. Don't eat yellow snow. Don't eat any kind of yellow snow at all.
Good advice. Good advice.
Thank you. And some other advice I have. My sister called me, actually, one day. It was recently. And she was like, hey, Matt, your nephew, her son. She was like, hey, your nephew got in trouble at school because he was like showing his penis and trying to do the helicopter or something. So she was like, hey, at what age do boys stop doing that? So I was like, well, I'm 37. I'll get back to you because it's still going on. Yeah, you know that. I like the way you think. But that was a true story, guys. It's true. You can't make that shit up. So anyways, some more advice I have to you guys. Don't play dodgeball and climb trees at the same time. We actually did that. So I was growing up with my friends, and we literally played dodgeball in a tree. So kind of the same rules. One guy's kind of in, but if you get hit, you go back on the ground, and you're the guy throwing the ball. Everybody else is in the tree. And they're moving around or whatever. And my friends could climb a little higher than me.
You always broke the branches.
Shut up. Hey, and I hit every one on the way down.
There weren't any.
Yeah, I cleared them all. By the time I was 11. So, we were playing in the tree. My friends were up higher, and I was on the lower side because I couldn't get up so high. And they could climb very well. So we were playing, one guy was throwing to me, and the way I am, I was holding a branch here, and a branch here, and I'm just kind of holding on so I can move and dodge. And he threw it right at me, and I was like, oh, I can grab it. I was like, and like time froze, and I just straight went to the ground, just straight up, and I was like, and my buddy Ash was like, Matt, are you okay? I was like, I don't know. So I finally got my air back, and I was like, okay. And I left an impression in the ground. And the grass was dead for like at least a few weeks. But I was like, but I caught it. I got the ball. Like a little dog, I got the ball. And they're like, hey. I was like, but I'm not it. And they both were like, well, you're already on the ground. You're it. Go ahead. Yeah, I got assholes as friends since I was a kid, so. One other thing. Don't play football on the street and you tackle on the grass. So we used to play flag football when we go to the park. And we're like, okay, well, hey, we'll play sidewalk to sidewalk. All the little patches in between we can tackle. You know, it's like 3 foot by, I don't know, 8 feet. And so we were all game. We're like, yeah, let's fucking tackle in the grass. Well, we started in the grass. And it ended in cement. So we were all bloodied up. Looked like we got beat up. Our parents were like, what is wrong with y'all? Why is blood everywhere? But yeah, that was us. That was us. Drink break, sorry. Oh, hey, by the way, for you guys here tonight, hey, give me a cheers to yourself, man. Let's take a cheers real quick. Cheers. Oh! I like that one. That was good, guys. Oh. Hey, so any of you guys have like one crazy friend growing up?
Yeah, it's you. Yeah, you.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just confused on that one. Y'all see that one? So, but y'all had that one friend growing up, you know, that was just wild, crazy, just does no filter. Hey, that light's off.
He's trying to leave.
Hey, where you going? This is about you. So we all had that one friend, that crazy friend, you know, as kids growing up, and I had that one friend. He's actually here tonight. There he is. And now he's calmed down, maybe. But there was one time we were coming back from a bonfire. Like they had a homecoming bonfire for us varsity guys. We were coming back into our neighborhood. And we were coming up to the intersection. The light turned green. I was like, well, hey, you know, we were having fun. I drove faster back then. I was like, Ash, man, I'm going to go fly into this intersection and turn. And Ash was like, oh, yeah, watch this. I'm like, what are you talking about? Ash literally flew out of my truck. He held the door, held the frame, and stuck his foot out. He's like, yeah! I was like, what the fuck? And then he gets back in after we straighten out. He's like, that was cool. I was like, yeah, that was so cool. And we're like, yeah, you know, whatever, yeah. And we both stopped mid-sentence. And we're like, oh, what's that smell? He's like, well, I didn't shit myself. I was like, well, I didn't say you did. I was like, so maybe you did. But no, it smelled like burnt rubber, not a condom rubber, but it's his boot. So he burned his boot. And it was flat. You know that boot. It was flat. There was no toe left. And I was like, oh my God, your parents just bought you these boots just for this evening. And so his parents were pissed. And he still had to wear them shoes sometimes. So he's walking around with a flat toe and a regular toe. Yeah, there's statues of the limitations.
I thought we agreed we were going to talk about that.
I didn't. Huh, fingers crossed. If I can even do them. So, hey, you know, also one thing I don't know if y'all played this. Hey guys, hang on, I don't have a mic, man. I'm trying to speak louder. Really am. So anyways, we actually played hide and seek in the dark. I'm pretty sure y'all did that. But one of my friends had a trampoline in their backyard, and that was base. So that was it. You could do whatever you could to get to that base by means of anything. Well, most of us climbed the fences. I was able to climb a little bit, and I got really sick and tired of climbing. So I was almost back to his house, or back to the base. I had one fence left to climb. I was like, screw this. And boom! Oh yeah! Say Kool-Aid Man that style too, but I think I had a red shirt on too, so it just kind of fit. But anyways, I know I'm pretty crazy. Like I said, I've had a lot of concussions in my life. I think I had 4 or 5 that we know about. One night I met up with a friend, and they told me about years ago where I passed out in my food at a Fridays. So I literally passed out in my food, had no idea until years later. And I was like, wait, that was after a high school game. I was like, oh my God. They all let me sleep that night? But anyhow, you guys ever know the dad? You guys ever know the dad? A friend that's the dad? Yeah, I got one. He's here too. So when I say the dad, I mean like socks with Crocs, fanny pack. He has the glasses with the band on the back so he won't lose them while he's walking his kid in the park. Yeah. All right, here my John. So he won't lose them in the bathroom while he's pissing. So, all right, and I have another buddy here. One of these guys, this is actually a funny story. He could not, I can't even hear myself. All right, so one of my buddies here tonight, he couldn't grow a beard. He couldn't grow facial hair to save his life. I mean, it looked like peach fuzz. And he even had some friends that called him Kiwi because it looked like a little kiwi that just on his face. But now, years later, he has one of the badass beards, I think. I mean, it's a great looking beard, but he's starting to miss all this hair.
Hey, look. 50% of that's from you.
I know that. It's all that stretch. So, anyways, back to concussions, I was asked, you know, hey, why I do comedy? You know, why do I get up on stage? How do you do this? And I really think it's from, you know, hey, I don't have a mic, guys. I can't yell. My voice is killing me. All right. So, anyway, they asked why I get on stage. Why do you do this? Hang on, I guess I'm losing my head. I can't hear myself. All right. So, anyway, I asked myself why I did this. I was like, you know what? I love doing it. This is what I love to do. But I do this as fun. Tonight was a show, no charge. We didn't even lock it out for people that didn't come here for the show. So I did this for my friends and family. If you guys aren't here for the show and disrespecting my show, please leave. I'm trying to be respectful to you guys. I just want y'all to be respectful to me so I can do my material for the guys, for the people that showed up. So I didn't charge, like I said, I didn't charge nothing. I don't even have my tip jar out because I was going to ask for tips because I'm actually trying to pay for an airplane ticket that I'm still trying to pay off for because I'm going to go see one of my other buddies who was a little short shit. Yeah, and he was that friend that was short, but he ended up growing up. He had, you know, he got buff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He got buff, looking great. I said, man, you look great, dude. And he was like, yeah. It's like, yeah, look at my shirt. It's like, yeah, is that a medium? It's like, yeah, I guess so. Like, we went to the store, and they're like, oh, you want a medium? He's like, yeah, small. Okay, bro. We're going to get that small for you, bro. We're going to get it. So his name is Jimmy, by the way, if I said that. And we always call him Little Jimmy, not because of his dick, but because of his dick. So anyways, just waiting. All right. So I do crazy things. That's all my life. After my concussions, it felt like I just went even crazier. You know, I ended up going to the fire department. Being a fireman, I'm still a fireman. I'm a volunteer up in Prairie View. And thanks, appreciate it. Thank you. So when people ask me why I do firefighting, I'm like, I don't know, I was probably just crazy back in the day, got too many concussions, and of course I'm the oldest, so I felt like I had to lead for my brother and sister and do crazy shit so they wouldn't do it. I was like, hey, this is what not to do. And I was a perfect example of that. And last thing that I do that I'm crazy for is arm wrestling. I'm a competitive arm wrestler. So my buddies here got me in arm wrestling. We went to school together, played baseball together. These guys are freaks of nature. They're my bodyguards, by the way. So they're 6'12"? I mean, 6'5"? Yeah. I was trying to make a joke, Chris. So anyway, so I arm wrestle. They got me into arm wrestling, almost 2 years ago. We started doing it. We trained. We worked out all the trainings we do. Some of y'all seen the videos. It's intense. And I fell in love with the intense. I mean, in the moment of arm wrestling with somebody, it's just the adrenaline rush, I guess. The moment life stops and you're just literally trying to rip your arm off or somebody's arm off. and somebody did mine. I broke my arm doing arm wrestling. I still got a good arm left, so I do the left hand now. Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to say something.
Your sister is still here.
Shut up! Oh, the one that hit the cow? Yeah. Hey, I wasn't gonna talk about the cow story, but I guess we are. So my sister called, I guess my mom or dad one night, and I heard the story because all it was, hey Matt, a cow hit your sister. No, the cows just don't go hit you. And she's like, oh, it hit my car. It literally ran into me. I was going this way, and the cow was doing a flyby, trying to be inverted, and it hit me. I was like, what?
It literally T-boned her.
Yes, literally T-boned her. Woo! I told her to go kill it.
And we got that.
So, anyways, well, back to arm wrestling. So when we arm wrestle, and then that's when we talk about arm wrestling in front of people that don't, the words we use, the lingo we use, does not fit with everybody. So, like what we say a lot is, hey, let me pull you. I'll be like, hey, Bruce, man, let me feel you, man, let me pull you, let's go. And I was like, man, Bruce, man, you feel strong, man. You go over the top on me very well. I like hooking with you. Remember the other night we hooked? Fuck yeah, man, we did some good shit. Yeah. It's okay. And so I was like, hey, you know what? Hey, go put the strap on. We're going to get the strap on and do this. And then Johnny's over here like, oh, man, we're getting this on video. Yeah. He's like, oh, wait, tighten that strap really well. I really want it very tight. I was like, all right, okay. So, and even then, we'll even like, you know, we have our wives. We have a ranked Texas arm wrestler right here, Miss Bree. So, and we all practice together, and we all make each other stronger, better by, just the way we train. And I'll go to her, and I'll go to her husband, Chad, who's also an arm wrestler. He's ranked. And I was like, hey, man, can I pull your wife? I really want to feel your wife. And Chad's like, well, fuck yeah, I'll pull her. Pull that bitch. Yeah. And Bree's like, hey, I want to try the hook again. I want to try hooking. I was like, well, I love hooking. So we get into it, and Chad's like, put the strap on. Yeah, put the strap on. Oh, honey, come on, baby, just come up on it a little bit. Come on. And he's like, post up. I mean, these are all real things for arm wrestling. It's a really thing. Post up is, well, if you're having somebody, you're pulling them back. But if you're doing it without having nobody with you, you're like, yeah, post up. He's like, honey, post up. Get him, post him. And then we pin, and that's it. So, as y'all know, I'm a little different. I'm used to different. I'm used to just being different. I mean, my name is Matthew Kyle Hoffman. I know it. / Kelly. So, when people hear that, they're like, wait, Matthew, Kyle, there's a Hoffman, there's a Kelly. What? And I was like, yeah, I know that name, and the way I talk doesn't fit this description. I'm confused, just like you. So, I mean, and how that came along. I was adopted when I was born. And how that happened was basically, well, I mean, the parents that adopted me, they're like German, Irish, Czech, they're all mixer, they're white. So, if you see me hugging a lot of white people, that's probably my family. Yeah, you too. So, and then how I thought that happened was, all right, my parents were like, hey, let's do something. Mom was like, okay, I want Mexican to go. And here we are. So, so 84, Joni Loves Chachi was in 84. You're welcome. That's a white people show. So anyway, so mom's at, so how this happened, when I was born, I was in the hospital, obviously, I wasn't just on the curb. Hang on, guys, please. So anyways, so we're at the hospital. My mom is just so excited. She's like, oh my God, there's my brown little beaner baby. And then And then she went into mom mode. She's like, I got wash to do, cooking to do, I got chores. Oh my God, I got so much to do. Hey, you know what? Grab the burrito. And honey, don't forget the chips and salsa, and don't tip the nurse. She was mean. He's like, we're at a restaurant, we're at a hospital. So and then when I was a baby, a toddler, young toddler, we flew a lot. We flew all the time. I thought that was just a way to travel. Hey, we going to the store. What plane we getting on? But my mom told me, said, hey, we had to carry your birth certificate with us. I was like, what? So I was like, so you literally had to, carry my birth certificate and staple it to my forehead like some UPS package. What can Brown do for you? Make you a mom. So, and as I get older, I get exposed to the world because they finally exposed me. And I used to have Hispanics, Mexicans, or whatever, come up to me in front of my parents. And I guess speak Spanish and say, hey, are you okay? Speak Spanish if you're being kidnapped. I can't speak Spanish, so I'm saying it in English. And my mom would say, I don't speak spinach. You speak Spanish. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm a little Mexican boy. I can't even say the word Spanish. Anyway, so we go to middle school, high school. People get to know me. They're like, Dad comes in. Not knowing the situation, not knowing what we just talked about, he's like, hey, Matt, it's time to clean the pool. I was like, impeccable timing, Dad. He's like, what? And he walks out. I'm like, okay, well, it's time to clean the pool. Nice meeting you guys. It's like, if you want to see me and Dad, we're out back lotioning up, getting all tanny. And in high school, I took Spanish 1 and Spanish 2 because I really wanted to know Spanish. This is serious. I really wanted to know Spanish. And the only class I failed the report card, I guess y'all know this, Spanish 1. It's like the second semester. And I was like, how do you fail Spanish 1? It's literally, hola, gracias, I learned donde está el baño. Which that guy means, hi, thank you, where's the bathroom? So, and all the kids were like, hey Matt, how do you fail Spanish 1? I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm that guy who's Hispanic that failed Spanish, okay. I was like, have y'all seen my portrait? Look at this. And I would show them my family portrait because we were like on a card. And they're like, oh, you are white. I was like, yeah. So, they had the opportunity, of course, when you fill a report card, you go meet with your teachers, like a teacher-parent conference. And so we would go up there. My parents beat me into the room. They go sit down, and I'm like, all right, hang on, guys. All right, so anyway, so I go up there. I go into the room finally, because my parents are already in there. And Coach Fortes was like, hey, where are your parents? And I was like, they're right there. And she's like, what? She's like, oh, so you really don't know Spanish? And I was, no, I don't. She's like, oh, okay. So I go to college. And I thought this, me being Hispanic, I should know Spanish, right? So, but I really wanted to keep taking Spanish classes. I really wanted to learn Spanish. Maybe college will help me out a little bit better. Man, this show is really sucking right now. Good. All right. Come on, guys, please. All right, guys. So, anyways, I go into college, and I talked to the professor before I started. It's like you go speak to a counselor or you go speak to the professor. So I went and talked to him. I was like, hey, you know what, professor? I'm Mexican. I don't know any Spanish. And then I just stopped and said, you know what? I'm not even Hispanic. I just look like it. And he's like, oh, it's okay. I can't even do a Mexican accent. But we're going to try real quick. He's like, oh, it's okay, man. You're a Mexican. I'm like, nope, I am not. I'm a Mexican not. And he's like, well, I tell you what, we're going to do Spanish for heritage speakers. And that's what he told me. I'm like, no, there's no way I'm doing Spanish for heritage speakers when I failed Spanish 1. There's no way. I am not doing it. Nope. So I go to class for Spanish for heritage speakers. And so this professor comes in, and then he's all like, okay, he speaks something in Spanish. He says Libra or something about a book. I was like, I got that. Tell you what, I can wing this. So they open their book, I open my book. They turn the page, I turn my page. I have no idea what page I'm on. And then he says more stuff in Spanish. They kind of talk back. I'm like, yeah, sí, yeah, orale, yeah. And then all of a sudden they start standing up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I thought we were in church for a second. You know, them Catholics. Yeah, I'm Catholic too, guys. So anyway, so he goes on, and then they start bringing out their notepads, their pens, some kind of little pamphlet they have. They're speaking back, he's speaking back. They're really going at it, and I am so confused. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm starting to sweat. It's kind of like the first time I was with a girl. Yeah, she laughed too. Thanks. So anyway, but yeah, it's true story. So I closed my book. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm not doing this. So I closed my book, and I remembered the only thing I could say from high school. So I said, hola, gracias. I was like, ¿dónde está el baño? And I walked out. And as of y'all know too, I'm the oldest to my brother and sister, the better looking one, the tan one, no. And I already told you about my sister. Actually, when she got older, we went to the mall. And at one point, I got in trouble by a girl because they saw me with another girl, and it was my sister. She got in trouble because she was with an older Mexican at the mall from her little friends. And I was like, oh Lord. I was like, it just continued for them. And then my brother, we call him the golden child now. I don't know if y'all seen some of my posts, but his kids are freaking adorable. Why, Chris? Why?
More like gray child.
But when I was in high school, you know, I brought my brother eventually. He always kind of stuck with you, just like a leech, he's just there. So I brought him, you know, he came to some of my varsity games. And some of my varsity buddies was like, hey man, who is this? Some kind of like Make-A-Wish Foundation kid? So I went with it. I was like, yeah, you're doing good, buddy. You're going to make it. So as y'all, Alright, so as y'all know, now my backstory, as I still don't know Spanish except for bad cuss words from working in the restaurants. Not proud of it, but hey, it happens. So, not knowing Spanish, I actually had a comedy show the other day. I was coming down, and it got canceled last minute. And my buddies were like, hey man, let's go, let's meet up at the restaurant. Let's come on, don't worry about it, we'll meet. So we went to Eduardo's in Stafford. And they got there before me. So I'm like, okay, my friends aren't that much of an asshole. Yeah, I'll get to that point. So, they get there before me, they already have their drinks, they got queso. I get there, the waiter comes to me speaking in Spanish. He was like, yeah, quiero tomar, whatever, what do you want to drink? And I was like, can I get some tea with some sugar? And he was like, can I tea? And he said, sugar's on the table. I'm like, what? I'm speaking English to this guy. You think he would speak back to me in English? I was like, okay, whatever. We understood tea. That's fine. And then he came out, he asked for our order, but he already knew them and they spoke Spanish to this guy and got their order. Ryan didn't need any because he already knew his order. And then he asked me, quiero comer, like what I want to eat. And I was like, is this guy not going to talk to me in English? Is it only Spanish? So I was like, fine, you know what? Let's do it. I'm going to order my food in Spanish. So I ordered in English here, or English for you guys, I ordered in Spanish. I was like, hey, I want tacos al carbon, beef and chicken, and can you put the chili con queso inside? Do you want me to do that in Spanish? Yeah. Yeah, I forgot. All right, so I was like, ¿qué pasó, señor? Yo quiero fajitas, carbón, queso arriba, todo arriba, no enchiladas, please, okay? I want fajitas, fajita taco. I guess he's like, that's not Spanish. You just said fajita taco in an accent. I'm like, okay. So they're laughing their butts off. They're like, and I'm like, what is so funny? And then he goes, hey, well, we told the waiter before you got here to only speak to you in Spanish. So I told him, I was like, well, I better not get enchiladas. I better not get enchiladas. So the food comes. It's enchiladas. It's one beef, one chicken, like I ordered. Queso smothered on it, just like enchiladas. I'm like, I can't eat a fajita that's smothered like an enchilada. So then I ordered tortillas and I ordered chips. I was like, what? I was like, tortillas? Oh, like tortillas, maíz or something. Anyways, but that was that story, true story. The guy comes up to me afterwards and he's just laughing, speaking to me in English. So I was like, great. My jerks were friends, yep. And then this one time, actually a month ago, I went fishing. I went fishing with my friends. We went on a cold day. It was like 34 degrees the entire morning on the beach. What were we thinking? So, but hey, we were trying to get some of their family to come out, and you know they're Mexican. And so he's like, hey man. And so they called him, hey buddy, hey come fish with us, man, we're going down. He's like, oh man, Mexicans don't do that, man. And the guy goes, and he's like, well, our friend is Mexican. And then the Mexican guy's like, well, real Mexicans don't go fishing in the cold. And I was like, what? Does that make me a Mexican? So, anyhow, gracias. I'm Matt Hoffman. So, for you guys that came out to see my show, thank you. I apologize for the technical difficulties and the talking, for me not being able to, if y'all didn't hear me, I'm sorry.
You were good.
Thank you. So tonight, as you all know, is a lot of my friends that I've met over the years at different times. You see them here. And I have most of my family here, which means a lot to me. Ryan to be my host, to introduce me, Terrence to come up, and he did great things.